Hi, I'm Jess, and I'm going to show you how to set up your Ozone Flux wing and how to fold it away just like they do in the factory. It's the best way to ensure it stays in great condition, but also so that you can fold it away neatly each time. And finally, going to show you some useful tips on how to care for your wing and also retain its top performance.
The following packing and harness line tips apply to any of our wings that feature carbon handles and performance battens in the trailing edge. Unpack your wing from the bag and lay it out downwind of you. Make sure the red part of your fast flow valve is screwed in nice and tightly. While holding the red base in position, unscrew the smaller top cap of the valve, which opens up the space for your pump. Do this on both the strut and leading edge valves. We always advise pumping up the strut first, which allows it to sit in its natural position with the leading edge strut. Pump up the strut first and then the leading edge according to the recommended PSI pressures, which you'll find printed next to the valve of each wing. When you hold any Ozone wing up, it should be wrinkle-free and looking perfect. Ozone harness lines are available separately and are designed to work with any wing. If you want to use them with an Ozone wing, they attach to the front corner of our carbon handles. The harness line is made up of two sections. To fix the harness line to the handles, feed the long line through the pre-made loop on one side. Then take the smaller piece of rope that has two loops on it and feed one end through one of the holes on the other handle. Create a second loop as shown here by Neil and feed the long line through it. Make a knot in the long line depending on how long you'd like the elasticated harness line to be, according to your personal preference. Of course, your wing will be wet after your session. If you're somewhere nice and warm, it will dry very quickly. But if you need to hang it up to dry when at home, you can do so by hanging it by the front surf handle. Never do this with the wing totally deflated, do it while fully inflated or with the middle strut inflated. You should never try to shake the wing with the middle strut deflated, or hang it with the middle strut deflated either, as both these techniques can cause the middle strut bladder to become displaced from its ideal position. Ozone wings fly with a very taut canopy, and some have several small battens that run along the trailing edge to help prevent the sail flapping. And they also contribute to the wing's excellent aerodynamic performance. The little folding technique that Jess demonstrates here reduces unnecessary stress on the canopy, the trailing edge battens, and the carbon handles when the wing isn't in use. It's an easy process that will help your Ozone wing deliver top-end performance for longer. To deflate the wing, turn it onto its back and unscrew the big red deflate valves on the leading edge and the strut. Fold the strut tip in towards the middle of the wing and then roll the trailing edge of the wing all along that line. The advantage of rolling it this way is that the trailing edge battens are held in place and become protected once you reach the final packing stage. You'll notice the inflate valve on the leading edge is positioned to one side of the middle strut. The first wing to start rolling is the one that doesn't have the valve on, as the air can pass through the central section and still escape through the valve. Roll the wing up, working your way from the tip towards the centre in a straight line. Roll nice and tightly, squeezing the air out of the bladder as you work your way in. Stop rolling once you reach the middle strut. A nice tip here is to rest your knee onto the section that you've just rolled up while pressing the air out of the other side of the wing's leading edge. Doing this prevents one side of the wing unrolling when you start to roll the other, which can be frustrating. Pull the wingtip out and roll it towards the centre strut, taking care of the battens. Continue rolling until both sections meet neatly in the middle. Another good tip here is to screw the valves back in just a couple of turns to hold them in position when the wing is stored away. This just ensures that the plastic parts can't damage any of your wing material when everything is packed away tightly. Bring the two sections over the top of the carbon handles to act as protection. Place the rear section of the wing into the bag first. Ozone wing bags have a long zip running around 3 sides, which makes it really easy to pack the wing away.